Happy Sunday, great people of Amazonia. Please, if you are joining, please share extensively. We don't have much time because has to come live by 7, and I think Mark Barata has a show with Ayabacho at 8 or 7 too, so we don't have time. But I decided to come briefly before others occupy the social media space, because tomorrow, let me confirm. Yeah, tomorrow the lockdown begins. So please click share extensively. Let's build the audience as fast as possible. Happy Sunday, my able, beautiful sister, Nyongo Beyonce. Atrowe salute. I can see Fidelis Ayabe. I see my great brother from Burundi, David Calorello. My one great activist from Burundi, I see him online. I see CV Kilo, I see Richard Abewe, I see Jewe Numfo, I see Kemi Ashu, I see Mama Zidamwa. All of you guys are welcome. We don't have much time, but I want to intensify and still brief you Southern Cameroonians on the lockdown. The lockdown is important and it's beginning tomorrow. It's our right. So before we start, I would really like you to really click share, and let you all Southern Cameroonians know that it's our right. Well, I've been following the social media space in the last few days, following my fellow able brother Mano and hearing his tunes and the way of talking and everything. It's high time all of them know. A revolution is based on your self-push, your own will and desire to give your people victory, not on the desire of another people. Because Sako or President Sako's desire for Ambazonians to have victory, his own way is not your way. My thoughts on to give Ambazonian victory is not the thoughts of those of you who are watching me. The thoughts of you, Mano, Kemi Ashu, Yannick Sikot, and the others to push the quest for Ambazonian victory. It's not the same as leaders. That's why everybody must have his focus. But our focus must be directed towards one goal, and that goal is giving Ambazonians victory. Now, fellow Ambazonians, once again, happy Sunday, and tomorrow is the lockdown. I'm very happy that some activists have realized that it's not about coming online and start preaching the gospel of wanting to bring down another and bring down this. No, we correct people and we leave them to face the future. That's what we do. That's why you as an activist, you as a leader, you must have your own plan, your own agenda towards the liberation of the people of Southern Cameroons. You activists, you individual, you citizen, you must have your own agenda. You must have your own plan to give victory to your people, to give victory to your nation. You don't need to depend on Prince Carr. No, you don't need to depend on President Sako. You don't need, because if you depend on man will fail you. If you depend on President Sako, you depend on Prince J, you depend on Mark Barata, you depend on Yannick Sikot. All of them are human beings. They will fail you. But if you feel determined in yourself, if you feel determined in your spirit, if you feel determined in your mind, if you feel determined in your inner being that you want victory, then you need to take that challenge upon yourself and do certain things which even leaders cannot do. That is a revolution. And that is the same thing with life. In life, if you wait for people to decide your future, understand, then you will remain at the same position. But when you take your destiny into your hands, that no, enough is enough. I have to push myself to be successful. I have to push myself to be a millionaire. I have to push myself to be an academician. I have to push myself to make sure I succeed in my domain of life, being in education, in trade, in business, or whatever. Then you will realize that you are succeeding. That's why you don't need to believe in people. Man will fail you. Your mother will fail you. Your brother will fail you. Your sister will fail you. Your leaders will fail you. But your own self, with your spirit, cannot fail you. That's the revolution. So when you're joining, please click share. We haven't yet started talking. I don't have much time, so the faster we build the audience, the faster we go and start. I did not inform anybody I was coming live, so I just came on. We build the audience, quick will start. Now, let me be throwing more light on some other things. Now, some people don't understand the scope of lockdown. Yeah. Please, no calls now. Whenever I'm live, that's when people want to call. People are trying to call. Thank you. I'm sorry, I even forgot doing that. Thank you. I'm sorry, my people. I did not put the phone on mute. Now, Southern Cameroonians, this lockdown, you see, I've seen one funny activist coming to insist that the lockdown will be on the 2nd. And I'm very sure that this man from Norway is coming to come and do that show, come and do that the lockdown is on 2nd. Ambazonians, I will still repeat to tell you that this revolution, we as Ambazonians, we need to rise up against some few individuals, some few people who want to hold us back. If Ambazonian had risen up against some few, this is something for 8 million people. This is not few people. That's why I decided to come early. I did not want to come after, because I know there will be some small controversials very soon. The show which I sent somebody say, do quick, somebody's coming. They want to come to counteract they will definitely want to come to counteract the lockdown that has to begin tomorrow. But they cannot do that. They are just minor people. They cannot. Because if you look strategically to start the lockdown on the 2nd, it doesn't give what is the necessary for. What's the necessity for? If we get to start lockdown for the 2nd, school they go don't start. I talked last time. If we get to start lockdown for the 2nd, all boarding school they don't go. If boarding school they don't go back for school, then what will be the necessity for the lockdown? Now, we not say United Nations get meeting for September. When they get to hold their meeting, La Republic the struggle now for show UNESCO, say all things the work are fine. Now, if school has to start, definitely they will tell UNESCO that, hey, everything is okay. School has started. Children are going back to school. There is peace back in Cameroon. You understand? But now, these people want to come now to play their own agenda. You understand? They want to come to play agenda. That's why you Ambazonians, you must be smart. I've told you all that my face is in front. I know the fear Uche face. As you see me so, I know the fear. I never see that grand freeway, I go fear them. I never see them. Or even inside the revolution. Even if I meet some person face to face, I never see that person way, I go fear them. I never see them. Because my face they outside. You no feel land for Douala Airport. You feel land for Douala Airport, but me I no feel land. I cannot land in Cameroon, but you can land. So when I'm about saying things here, I say things and play it straight. So that yesterday, you see, the message which Secretary Chris said was very nice. Secretary Chris tried to bring Ambazonians together just like what Bo Herbert did. What is the necessity of trying to show recognition and showing in really, I don't know how to even put it. Wait to be the necessary, wait all una go sit down for the dialogue table. They invite all una for the dialogue table. Is it not just some stupidity? Wait to be the necessity for say they go put lockdown for the 26. You pick brother them for one that don't join. You see and say, fine, if the lockdown stand for the second, it go instead not favor our cause. For you to follow your brother, no, you the one show say you do your own. But where the dialogue, they don't already invite you for the dialogue. Is it not stupidity? Where all we were face the insight? You no feel land for Douala Airport, I no feel land for Douala Airport. We no feel go back home with the fight for make sure same what people they okay. See, Ambazonians, it is time. You hear us, I like the way Dr. Kwanga used to talk. He said, time don't come where either we choose for unite, get way to be our own, or the force way to not be our own for we are mob. It's very simple. Either you unite for you to get your Ambazonia, or the international community force a decision on you. It's very simple. It's very simple. So it's high time all of you, I've told you, those of you believing in leaders, as you used to come, some fake dirty profiles come online to comment, whether La Republic profiles, I don't know. But I'm talking to those Ambazonia. It's high time you know. You've seen what has happened with Seseko. When we're here, we're telling people that forget this thing. Let's concentrate. Once you're in the hands of the enemy will only want to use you for the disadvantage of the struggle. You see, nobody can liberate Seseko from there, except if we come with the real thing. The real thing is Ambazonian uniting, going to your counties, putting in your money in your counties, getting the right equipment, and doing the right job. Kicking out all distractors, all these people who want to show King Kong, Super Lord. No, it's me, it's my group. Those few people of groups which are just 26 in a group, 30, 40 in a group, trying to overshadow 8 million people. It's high time. If not so, our brothers will perish. You have seen their letters. You have heard their messages. I've told you that they have been begging people in this revolution for 3 years. And it's high time. Look, the Bible says if your left hand they worry you, cut that left for me, you no go heaven. Cut that left hand to hand. If your right eye they worry you for go heaven, move that right eye to hand. Time don't reach for Ambazonians to take out that right eye that is disturbing them from getting victory. Time don't reach for Ambazonians to take out the left hand or the right leg that is disturbing them from getting victory. It is high time. Because if you sit and let people which are disturbing us, that right eye, that right leg will be delaying this revolution and our people will be perishing. You see, the enemy is not joking, no, because their interest is based on the riches of Ambazonia. Please click share if you're joining. The enemy is not, they are not around for any joke, or they are not there to play. They are not there for play because their interest is on the riches of Ambazonia. That's what they come. They come for the honey, the bread basket. They come for your crude oil. They come for your raw gas. They come for your petrol. They come for your raw materials, your rubber. They come for it. So they are not there to joke. They are not there to joke. Noel phone, time don't reach where I go to block some phone. I'll be very serious. For here, if you want, they can't talk about Sako thief, man. For your life, you sure say, even that way with this small, you know, thief for your mommy pot. You sure? You did show away some man stone well phone. I don't tolerate some people then. Time don't reach where I go to block some of for my profile. For your life, you should say never thief for even your mommy will born you for your belly. Where the cost of that man say thief, man. Now when I saw they ever caused the distraction for this revolution. For your life, you did jail your brother, they kill your people, you come for my people, I can't cause some person thief, man. If you cause some person, yeah, they block you. For your life, you should say never thief for your mommy pot. Or never thief your brother money. You sure? So you did you? If I see some distraction like that, now it's time for seriousness. If you can't bring that in here, I just block you on my profile. I take you out. If you want to go do one for an AGC side. For day you day free. Now, tomorrow will be no joke. Tomorrow no go be na play. Tomorrow no go be na play. Beginning from Victoria till Kumba. Tomorrow no go be na joke. I hope say all una don't get una don't inform una family. If you never do gather your phone, call them now, tell them, send them small chop money now, may they get them. Tomorrow no go be na play. Tomorrow no go be na play. My last video I inform una on everything. I inform una on every details, on everything and the advantage of this lockdown. I tell una, I say this lockdown get for start on the 26th because una no find say boarding schools they go back na August courses na tender way boarding schools they go back. If we want wait for second, all school don't open and time no day for we Ambazonians and for start wait. 26 it dey good for the lockdown for start way na tomorrow. So I believe say by now the message don't already fly. Every person inform your family back home, beginning from Victoria to Boya, to Kumba, to Manfe, to Bamenda. Una inform because tomorrow it not go be na easy thing. It not go be na easy game from tomorrow. Inform your mommy, inform your papa. If you never cook your small chop, get your small chop now. Get your small water now. Get your small thing the way you feel get them. I don't tell you, I say this lockdown is supposed to even be at least every 6 months. We get forget at least once. Because it go help pass even the chak from them and the granite the would buy. It go hella pass. This lockdown, for people who be watch my last video, I be telling I say this lockdown, it go even help and go stop the killing of our people past anything. Because for lockdown, it did like America wanna see Donald Trump, what Donald Trump did do. Donald Trump, when he talk about lockdown, now say make the world of the country make it remain inside that particular town. When they say lockdown means say people for Boya go enjoy the advantages of Boya. People for Victoria go enjoy the advantages of Victoria. People for inside Tico go enjoy the advantages of Tico. Some person ask me, say, talk for some my comment what I put on for Facebook. He say now who if the mommy they start saying they planted them 500 where they supposed to sell them 2,000, now who go help that mommy them for pay their house rent? Ma tell us something. As the same as lockdown they go. Look, for life now individuals they decide to recycle their economy. This lockdown when I say so, if you recycle Ambazonian Southern Cameroon economy, where if you lead direct to their independence, I will explain that for una here. Because some of una don't understand the lockdown. I rather take these few minutes for calm, quick, for can talk again for them. Just like how I talk for them my first message. So those the way they come, I beg una click share, make others the way they know be get, make them understand. See, for una say for inside place like Douala, if una look the house rent and the feeding and the economy, it is almost one match with their money the way they get and their things. Now, for Southern Cameroon, una they suffer. For mommy for Limbe, for buy small jabulu or small stroke and that small stroke and that mommy go get them now for that mommy go get them at least now for 2,000. If 500 go get a 10 piece. But when this lockdown be, when fisherman go water come back, that fisherman go be forced to sell that fish. Even if he want bad, he go sell them for 200, 300. Because if he keep them, that fish go rotting. The same as with the farmer, where he go bush go carry planty. When he bring them, he no go if he want keep them. He go want them for sell them, make that planty not rotting. Now for person where he get house, he go indirectly affect that person. It go indirectly affect you because people they not go there again where they go to move for can say I want to rent for you, I want rent for you. The landlord go be forced to maintain that tenant. The landlord go be forced for maintain that tenant because things they not go to rotate. When things then be for one place where you know they rotate, you will be forced for change yourself and maintain to that particular system for that time. This is a system where Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians, they just for the do and scenes. Beer for the back una every day. Beer for the back una na every day for una life. Because we get the raw materials, we get everything we need for sustain ourselves. Now, why the way they come for we? Now, Amazonians, if we maintain this lockdown, she done for your house, get your small chop. Saturday and Sunday, the lockdown all day. You feel go around, go do your business. You feel go around, go do your business, you come back. You feel go do around, go do your somewhere. Someone who say, why not come to ground? Let us do the lockdown ourselves. That's a very stupid question, someone Bua. Now, why that you see Bakwiri man, the ever would always stand for being our last people. You see that comment where you comment, if truly be Bakwiri man, if truly be Bakwiri man, I go answer you now for your name. Now, why that Bakwiri man be forget for help his brother because of too much pride. Una papa them be then a better people like Kovali Kenye, like Endeli, their brain be they open. But you see, una Bakwiri brother then today, you know they see even your brother came out for Boya, he born even the brother the houses because he want feed for himself. If you ask Ekema say how many schools he don't be for some one village, he no go tell you. If you ask Ekema say how many people for Bakwiri land, he don't be the houses, he no go tell you. If you ask Ekema say what he don't do for Bakwiri man, he no go tell you. But you know one thing, una the cause una self for be insulted because una papa them, una forefathers they be give una a great destiny. When I look the Bakwiri man in particular, I shake my head. Because Bakwiri man the chop, you know the check where their brother the chop. And are the same with all man for Saudi and Cameroon. But go for Biafra. Una hear that talk with that Christmas for Yaoundé tell una no? That Christmas say when Nigerian man meet up with fellow brother Nigerian man, he understand say they come on in one place. But when you Bakwiri man, you see your brother they do something. You a man from Kumbu, you man from So, you Bayangi man, you see someone, you the one can't do na your own, make them look you like God. That's stupidity. Look like now, are they for year, are the help for let you know your birthright. But because of someone greedy, sometimes they don't give you for wash toilet for some council, or they don't give you small driver for some manager. You go come with your ignorance and your brain. How much you the end like driver? Your salary at the worker for 1 hour. You come with your blockhead, your block mind, your block mentality. You no go come make people where they don't work around the world. Make they open your mind. No, you can't say no, make we come for ground zero. Can't help you. You see and say, you lack understanding. Yeah, you lack understanding. Because for that play where you there, you not even need for turn for can be like Will a refugee. You just need for shidon for your house. Encourage your brother, they made a shidon, all thing go meet you for your door. But not so it there. That's how it is. And that's why Amazonians, Southern Cameroonians, we have been down for long. We have been down. Just imagine. If the lockdown get for happen, like somebody said 3 weeks lockdown. If that lockdown happen for 3 weeks, my people, first of all, it go broke down. La Republic economy don't go down. When I don't say now La Republic, they have gone the way that they can't take them for Kiwi. They're buying weapons from Dubai. They don't have again. Every European country don't withdraw. All don't support Swiss negotiation. All. Now, the only breadbasket of La Republic is Southern Cameroon. That's why you see they are pushing for school. Because if school come, taxi they go start work. Pikin they go start buy physical stamp. They go start register exam. Government go start get small money. They go give assets that time. It go hinder ghost town. They go give assets for people for go for them for go to extract their oil and for places. So you see and say, instead, they go the benefit for you. But we Southern Cameroonians, if we just shut the borders, you no need for tell BIA say make it can negotiate with you. No. If we shut the borders, might just say in every 6 months we shut our borders. Can shut the borders down for 1 month. Every 6 months, 1 month. Cameroon government go back we. They go call. So this one I think where you get for tell your brother, tell your mommy, tell everybody say now na time for shidon. For we for think about we ourselves. This goes down, and I don't see how much goes down to affect La Republic now. No, Yongo, I'm not distracted. Forget, I am not distracted. I was just impacting him with some small awareness. You know, see, don't she don't quiet. So, we not see how the ghost town don't affect La Republic. Just one day. We not see the way it don't affect La Republic. I used to tell some people, say, if this revolution ends, we know how much be Cameroon in debt now for international world. Do you know how much is Cameroon debt? Even if Bia die today, the debt way Cameroon get for international world, in that 2050, Cameroon go pay them. So even the emergency in 2035 na fake. Yes. The debt way Cameroon get for international world, it go double the inflation for Cameroon as of now. Would it talk? It go double and times 3. That means if you buy one Maggi, if you buy one Maggi, 10 francs, you go buy one at 25. If this revolution get for stop, because they get for multiply the inflation for pay their debt. That's the truth. If you move motor for poor, 100,000, you go start move motor for poor 500,000 because they go multiply them for pay their debt. So some of una way una even stand up say una be federalists. Some of una way una even shit for diaspora say una no one support the revolution. When even we would come force una for camp enter the revolution, you feel say you go run, you no go run. Even if you pray where make the revolution fail, where the revolution no go fail, no say you get your own part for pay and tomorrow because you go support them for pay the debt. Who say you go get the money? Government school fees they go out. Everything go out. So time don't reach way Southern Cameroonians, all we will get for support this lockdown. Support this lockdown and change your destiny. Bankrupt the people. Without una, La Republic cannot survive. Without una, La Republic cannot survive. And make una forget about any person. I don't see Ashu Kingsley come up can talk say second. There is no different date. There is no different date than tomorrow. Any activist where they come online for can give una any wrong information, no say that activist it want play na a recognitional role. There is no different day than tomorrow where this lockdown is start. So people of Merciful Truth, keep this information very important. Get your water, get your medicine, get everything around you. We don't see mass exodus of people where they leave where land, where they go here on the other side. Well, me for my information where I be informed, they say I'm mostly the Republic people they work, even though some Anglophone they did. But it makes no sense, my people. We know it's not easy. There is a price for everything you have to pay. I used to tell my people of this, my great platform, Merciful Truth. I used to tell one sometimes, I said, do you remember a word, Ghana must go? Do you remember? There was a time inside Cameroon where they used to call Ghanaians, say Ghana must go. Ghanaians, once in Cameroon, they were more of refugees. We used to call them Taye. I know some which were called Taye. We used to insult them, Ghana must go. Today, can a Cameroonian open the mouth and take a Ghanaian, Ghana must go? No. Cameroonians are investing millions in Ghanaian education. But Ghana stopped their education for 3 years. They stopped their education for 3 years to recycle their education. That's why they say if a traveler learns a lot, you who don't travel, you don't learn. And that's why you see in this world, most of these people this way, they like to travel because the more they travel, the more they learn. When the Ghanaians traveled to Cameroon during the period which their country was suffering from crisis, and many of them became tellers, they realized that nothing is better than making your country more good. They realized that nothing is better than your own home. When they used to see the policemen will be coming around with Kale to come and pick up the Ghanaians decided to go back home. Ghana must go. They went back home, they invested and recycled their education. They halted corruption. They put an end to corruption. They put an end to embezzlement. They restructured their system. They made sure that money was circulating everywhere. Today, Cameroonians are leaving Cameroon to go study in Ghana. And they are even proud to say, I'm studying in Ghana. So you see, there are certain things which, if you don't get your brain open, you will not understand. Today, parents are instead shouting, oh, let our children go to school. But you don't know the advantage of a revolt. You don't know the advantage of when you stand for a turning point in the destiny of your country. You don't know. This lockdown, as I'm still telling you, this lockdown was supposed to be only in Southern Cameroon, because Southern Cameroon is the breadbasket of Cameroon. Let me tell you, the majority of those who are traveling in that country are from Southern Cameroon. Majority. The majority population who travel out as refugees, those who die in road, those who go to Kuwait, those who go to Dubai, those who remain in Dubai, Kale Wale, those who die the road of Mexico, majority are from Southern Cameroon. Go to the Douala airport and go and see how many francophones come and work house girl in Kuwait. See how many francophones go and do house girl in Saudi Arabia. Then you see how many anglophones are coming. We are the ones running every day. Because of what? Because you have refused to restructure. You have refused to stand against those who are eating from your land. You have the oil, you have the timber, you have the arrow, you plant the highest agricultural food in your land, but you cannot buy one bunch of plantain for 500. Is that not insanity? You plant yams, you plant cocoyams, you plant Irish potatoes, you plant carrots, you plant beans, you rear animals, you have the ocean which bring fishes, you have everything, you have the mountain, but you cannot enjoy good food. You cannot prepare a square meal for 1,000 francs. You cannot finish from school and you get a job. Then you have never sat in your life to think that, no, what can I do even silently without carrying a pistol outside to revolt? What can I do? If you never knew what to do, then this lockdown is what me, Prince Jake, am telling you to do. Tell your people in silence that stay at home. Just try it. Stay at home for 1 month. The government doesn't live without taxes, toll gate, and custom duties. Custom duties of Cameroon has fallen down because diasporans are no more coming home. Both the Bamile case and the Southern Cameroon. The Cameroon's budget for a year was more coming on custom duties. But of recently, since this revolution started, the Cameroon yearly budget has dropped down because diasporans do not travel home again. So Cameroon doesn't have budget again from custom duty as they used to. Now, another part was education and transportation. Yes, they get some small, but the Monday goes down, brings it down. Now, if you have to shut it in, let me say, in every 4 months, you put 10 days goes down every 4 months. Do you know how much a toll gate makes for a day when you leave Limbe to Douala? Do you know how much? Do you know how much a toll gate made? Then if you have to shut it down, do you know how much you frustrate them? You will not need again to tell Bia to come. Because what is making Bia feel okay now is the money and the world they have gotten from Southern Cameroon. But when you shut your borders for this time, let me say every 3 months, you shut 10 days. Every 3 months, you shut 10 days. The government coffers will be going down. Government workers cannot go. They cannot pay salary. The country will go bankrupt. What is the cause of the bankrupt? Because one part of the country is not functioning. The government will come to you. What is it? We want to look on the terms which brought us together. We want to look on the terms. You see that time they will not do this nonsense that they did to take the Victoria Seaport to Kribi. You will see that time they will not neglect the dam in Menchum. You will see that time they will not neglect the Kumbamafe Road. You will see that time they will not neglect Dian, they will not neglect Ekondo Titi. Because they will know you have realized your brain. You have not carried guns, but you have acted silently with a powerful voice and the silentness begins tomorrow. And the silentness begins tomorrow. So tell your brothers that it's no more again about you thinking of carrying guns and going out. Now, Prince J. Carr, I am opening your brain with what you can do silently in your house. And your brothers, your sisters will not go to the university and come back without getting a job. No, companies will start coming in Southern Cameroon. Tell them, this I will be off soon because other people have to come live. Tell your people, this gospel, this is the gospel I'm preaching. A peaceful gospel for you to sit silently and make La Republique bring all the industries back to you. Bring everything. If you start learning to do silent riot, locking your borders, telling your fellow sister that why must you sell that plantain to La Republique? Why don't you sell it to your own brother? How many Bulu people have you seen them carrying bobolo from Yaoundé, bringing it to Southern Cameroon? How many Etundi people have you seen them carrying granite without their thing and bringing it to South? How many? Go and stand on the Tiko Douala highway. You see how many lorries are leaving Yaoundé bringing. The only thing they bring to you, Southern Cameroon, is BA. The only thing they deliver to you is beer. The only thing. They want to frustrate you. But you carry your resources. They take from you timber. They take from you the natural water from Supermon. They take you the natural water from Tangi. They take you the natural vegetables from Manfe, the carrots and the green beans from Kumba. Everything from you they take. You see on the weekend, you see lorries. From Victoria, you see lorries with your crude oil. They are going. But what do you see leaving La Republique back to Southern Cameroon? Beer. You see the beer, alcohol to make you drunk and forget your destiny. That's what you see, but you never realize. That's why when I see somebody like that foolish Bakwiri man who was online in the name of Samuel Mbua, if it's truly a Bakwiri man, I say they are brainwashing your brain. They are taking you away psychologically. But whereas, if you decide to shut your border, you will not stress. How many farmers in Southern Cameroon were supposed to be using modernized equipment to do farming? But our parents still beg to get hoes and cutlasses to use in farms. You were supposed to be using tractors. You were supposed to be using cultivational machines to produce. But instead, what are we using? Before they want to give you small wheelbarrow, you must have bribed. You must have suffered. But you're producing food for them to carry. And then now they call on you that tomorrow 26 you need to sit down home. You don't even need to argue. You just need to go home, sit down, take a post. You have to be doing it. For me, I will suggest to you, all Southern Cameroonians, every 10 days in 3 months, that means in 1 year, you will do it for at least 1 month, 30 days. Every 3 months, you take 10 days for lockdown. No food is going to La Republique. Do it like this throughout all the days of your life. You will see if that your country will not be paradise, even if they are praying for this revolution to fail. Do it like that. 10 days, no toll gate will be paid in Southern Cameroon. No crude oil will be transported. No food will leave. Nothing will go. Do it and see if Compare even the structures. Look, the stadium they built in Victoria and the one they are building in Douala. The stadium in Douala is well covered. They give you chaffs and they take they suck you like a mosquito that comes to feed on your blood in the night. They give you chaffs. They give you the peanuts. It's like the rich man and Lazarus. When the rich man was enjoying and throwing the crumbs for Lazarus. That's what they do to you. They go to their side, they build the stadium that covers everything. They come to you, they build you open stadium. And you see my foolish people of Victoria, they are smiling. Oh, hey, some people are even taking pictures. Is that a stadium? If you want to see a field, come this way, you will see football stadiums. Come. You will see football stadiums, ones which they lock off by themselves. Come. You have the deep sea, just which people in Dubai don't have. People in Dubai had to push the waters for them to even be able to build. You have natural sea, which brings you natural gas. Then they come and put you that sham in Victoria, and the chiefs of Victoria cannot even wake up to tell them that this is not a stadium. They instead wake up to tell their fellow brother Nijon Frundi that no, you are not welcome here. See stupidity of your fellow brother. What is stupidity? You instead turn against your own brother, whereas the enemy is making you look like a fool. Is that the kind of stadium they had to put in Victoria? A town with great recognition? They put that kind of dirty thing there, which a wind passed last time and removed one part of the stadium, and then you go and sit down there, your town, it's okay? My people, sit down home for 10 days every 3 months and see if they will not do the right thing. Sit down. We will not need to beg them anymore because we have the money, we have the oil, we have everything. We have the deep sea, we have the raw gas, we have the riches. Why should we beg? Are we slaves? Only those who are from the north, where they have deserts and their lands are not fertile, that are supposed to beg. You are not beggars, Southern Cameroon. Stop being weaklings. Stop being weaklings. You are not beggars. You are not beggars. Stop making them look at you as beggars. Before you want your children to go into better schools, you go and bribe. But when they want to come and collect your resources, they don't even ask you. Before you want your children to enter Enam and Qs, you go and bribe. But when they want to send their own people to Sonara and CDC, they don't even inform you. You just wake up one morning and they say, hey, that man is going to be working here. In your own land? In your own land? Now, this is a gospel I want you to share. I'm practicing this message for you to tell. I told the other ones last time. I said, tell your brothers that the new revival spirit of this revolution is locked down, shutting the borders. That means you need to make it like a habit. You need to. Before you want to see Donald Trump say they are shutting building wall in America, it's because some Americans have complained that they don't feed well, they don't get jobs, that foreigners are taking their jobs. That's the truth. They do it there. Everybody's preparing his country to enjoy. Some of us, to stay somewhere, when you even go and look, it's not easy. They have to check and see if you are a true refugee before they even give you refuge. Those who are out there, they will tell you. They will tell you that before they consider you as a refuge. They have to check you and screen you well to see if you are a refuge. Everybody doesn't play with the resources which God has blessed them. Then you Southern Cameroonians, you see your brothers dying every day. You see us going, those dying in Mexico, burying them in the bushes. Your sisters, some are being abused as sex slaves in Dubai. Then you see La Republique killing your people, burning your houses, taking your resources, refusing to dialogue with you even in their parliaments, making your children go on exile. And then our parents are still going to the bush to go and plant food. Our sisters still want to go to school. Are you okay? Do you think? Do you really think? But whereas everything, all the blessings of that land is from you. Why don't you just stop the farming, stop the work, stop the school, stay at home for at least the number of time you have to. If you are going to the farm, you plant only your small food to feed your own family and your neighbors. Then let us see if the bees who are killing your people will come and work the farm. Let's see. Southern Cameroonian, wake up from sleep. You will not need Messiah. I see some of you going to church every day, going to pray to God. Oh Lord, I need money. Oh Lord, bless me. Oh Lord, I want this. Some are fasting. Some are looking for men of God to help them. Men of God too are using them to exploit them, telling them, I see you blessing this year. The blessing, your land which you are is already a blessed land. No God, no man of God need to come and bless you again. It's ignorance and stupidity that is making you live in poverty. Your land is already blessed. You don't need a man of God to tell you that Southern Cameroon is blessed. The man of God is just playing psychological over you. What blessing do you need God to come from heaven to tell you that Southern Cameroon is blessed? What? The deep sea port producing fishes before La Republic gave it to Chinese. They did a very dirty job there. In Limbe, you used to work in those days in Victoria and you pick fishes around the sea. What do you need, God? Will you have the beautiful botanic garden which has been abandoned by La Republic, which we have all botanical trees there? What do you need God for? To tell you again, you have the mountains, you have everything in that land. You could make yourself be rich, but we have failed to stand up as a people. We have failed to stand up as one. We have failed to stand up as a people. That's why our brothers are dying in the roads. Some are dying in the distance, in the bushes. Now, that's why I see even those who are standing for federation, even those who are standing for decentralization, whatever you are standing for Southern Cameroon, this gospel of lockdown, even you have to preach it. Whatever you are standing, you don't need, even you who are telling God, I want to be a millionaire, you're already a millionaire. Do you know how much the offshore gas in Victoria is worth? Even if they have to sell it, it will feed the whole of Southern Cameroon population for the next hundreds and hundreds of years. Only the offshore gas. We have not talked about the crude oil in Tico. We have not talked about the crude oil in Dian. We have not talked about the crude oil in Bakassi. But we are dying on the road. And then we call for lockdown. God has opened you a revolution. He has hardened the heart of Bia. You are still going to God to ask God, Father, I'm poor. Oh Lord, intervene. Oh Lord, I want my son to go to school. No, you are stupid. God has already blessed you. And you don't know that God has blessed you. And you're acting like a fool around. What you need is action. The Bible says action without faith, faith without action is you are like deceiving yourself. Prayer without action. If you pray without acting, you can shout every day, call God and do everything in your life. If you don't act, you will still remain in that one spot. It's like taking this glass here and put it here. Oh Lord God, I want this glass to leave from here to the kitchen. Father, I want this glass to leave right now to the kitchen. Has the glass gone? Are you not seeing the glass here? The glass is standing in front of me. It has not still shake. Let's still try it again. Oh, Father, I know this glass will leave from here to the kitchen. Father, I command this glass to leave to the kitchen. Has the glass gone? The glass has not shaken. But now, Father, I command this glass to move to the kitchen. I carry it. The glass has gone. That is what the Bible is. And that's what the children of Israel, everywhere they are practicing. And that's what you, the people of Ambazonia, who believe in God, that's what you need to practice. So let's stand up. Tomorrow is shut down. Inform your brothers. Take your phone. Call them. Tell them now is time for we to revive our destiny. Now is time for we to revive our land. Tell them. Everybody sit at home. I will still come on to keep this gospel. I will preach it every day. The revival of Southern Cameroon under lockdown and border closure. I'll be coming every time. This one is more than AK. This one is the silent atomic bomb that will bring La Republic down because they don't have nothing. Have you ever heard that they discover oil in Itudi? Have you ever heard that they discover gold in Betua? Where they are, they don't have nothing. They don't have shit. So this is the silent atomic bomb which Southern Cameroon have to use. You understand? Lock your door. Stay at home. We have to practice this doctrine after every 3 months. I'm begging the interim government to do it. After 3 months. You can go around by, that means no car is leaving Boya to Tico. No car is leaving Tico to Victoria. No, that means we short any chop way there for around Tico that period. The people for Tico go chopper. Everything we did around Victoria for that period, the people for Victoria go enjoy them. Everything where they around Metasm, it they around Santa, it they around Manu, it they around wherever Kumba, the people for that place, they go enjoy them for that time. Now so we get for do. Strengthen your brother up. Tell him say your people no go die as slaves again for road, for go, so they go find better life. Say your people no go die as slave again. Your sisters no go be used like sex slave for Dubai and all sides. Tell them say time don't come for Southern Cameroon for regain that dignity where we are Papa the believer. Tell them so. Share the message. Tell your papa them. Tell our brothers and back. Say time don't come. We will not go sleep for we are brain again. Say tomorrow. May all man shit on for house. May all man shit on. Make all man shit on for house. This one you know they do one only for yourself. Money no fit buy dignity. I be don't tell one last time. I tell one for that my last pineapple. I go to repeat that all time. I tell one I say money na water. If I take this water, I throw it for this table. After a few minutes, you know go see water again, it go dry. Na so money, the money na spirit. Na spirit. As you get 10 million, you move 100,000. Not be 10 million. Now 9,900,000. The name don't change. As I throw this water small for ground, the centimeter for the water or the quantity, it don't reduce. That's all life day. But when it comes to your blood, as the key one picking, that picking not the replace again. It not they come back. It don't gonna go. As they shoot your one brother, it don't gonna go. Na so it is. As I will die, and me go they die. They know they come back, You don't go na go. Now whether you see Oyubo man know they play with the blood. Oyubo man fit dash you money, but you know they play with the blood. Nafi can do nothing for year, but the day when they go say you play with their one brother, they move you out. They know they play. Now whether we Southern Cameroon we to get for learn, we get for copy. If they do so, why we to not do? Why you go put their job? Their job, how much they pay you? CDC worker, it earn $50 for 1 month. Picking for US, they earn $50 for one day. 1 day save plenty. I think the hours. Instead of 10 hours, you don't get, or 5 hours, you don't get that money. You don't get that money. Then why you go put money in front of your blood? Your blood can be important past money. Southern Cameroonian may be wise. Now our only God-given time, if we mess up, we'll not go ever get them again. Now we are Papa the way they don't go, now they don't help so, they don't hold behind heart, they don't put stone for them. They don't hold them because they want to make our destiny open. Thank you, Southern Cameroonians. I will go off now. And at 3 minutes over 7, Paul along get for Cam Life now. Thank all those of una way una don't watch. I'll be very sorry to say I know the inform some of una. This education, this gospel will get for the preacher. As I the preacher, may you to the share you tell them. Because the more we share the gospel of the lockdown and the border closure, the more our people will be redeemed. Take the same way I talk them, no mix them, tell them. Even for your meeting houses, they talk them, they explain them for them. Tell them. It not go be easy because we get mixed breed for some side and you get Bamileke and Southern Cameroonians on side. You get Bulu and Southern Cameroon. So not go meet, but keep on. I go to come often for the educate. I do this one now because I know some people they not be follow the one on Friday. So I go keep on. Thank you now and have a great and a happy Sunday. Bye for now.